Yeah, what's cracking, everybody? You know how I like to basically help those out that really deserve it. People that have been real to me, people that have been true to me. I will make myself selfless in order to help them because it's really what they deserve. They deserve the good things of life. They deserve to not let the misfortunes of things that go on. In this time that we're living in, where there's a lot of hurting, a lot of pain, and everything going on, people are losing their homes. People are dying from all kinds of different things. We got all kinds of issues that are plaguing our country. There's all kinds of issues that are plaguing the world. But for us right here in the US of A, we got a whole lot of issues that really need to be addressed. But I want to ask you for some help in this situation right here that I'm getting ready to bring to you. My good friends, Jake Red Elk and Kat Pierce Red Elk, very good friends of mine. As a matter of fact, Jake is one of the reasons why I was able to survive a lot of roadblocks and a lot of stumbling blocks along the way. Where there were times where I was barely going to make it. It was thanks to Jake Red Elk, people like himself that helped me through it. In the culinary world, giving me a second job at Scotty's Deli, pulling me on to make me one of the line cooks for the lunch rush at Marietta's Kitchen and Lounge. Spoke for me to get a pay raise when I desperately needed it, when it was looking like, man, I was just going to lose it all. It was Jake Red Elk that helped me through that. So now, because of sickness and a lot of other misfortunes that happen, Jake and Kat could be facing eviction, just like your boy had faced. Only we could fix it to where it don't happen, to where they can make it through. There's a GoFundMe that I want you guys to take a look at. Pull out your pocket change, whatever it is that you got. If you can help out my friends, I greatly appreciate it. This has nothing to do with me. I will show you the link to the GoFundMe, and I will show you the link to my good friend Kat's Facebook post. It has nothing to do with me at all. I am simply a messenger trying to prevent a young couple who has a very young child the grim reality of a possible eviction and living on the streets, in the bushes, in an abandoned house, or anything else that a lot of other people are facing. Can't let that happen. And I will not let that happen. I will go ahead and put this one out there every single time in front of my videos until we can resolve this issue. Go ahead, reach in deep to your hearts. Help me out on this one. Help them out. And may the good Lord above, however you see him, however you worship, be shining upon you. Thank you. Yeah, what's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Prison Break Raw. I'm your host, one and only Big JD. Go ahead and give this channel a subscribe, leave some messages or comments, hit that thumbs up for the like, notification bell to be informed on all episodes when they drop. Most importantly, due to analytical issues and other kinds of issues and, the typical, what kind of factors, go ahead and share this content. Share it on all your social media platforms. Let's get this message out there to the millions that don't know we are here. And let's continue to make an impact in this comeback. And speaking of a comeback, I was planning on dropping a very important video to me that I had done regarding a lot of the dearly departed in my life. A lot of people that are no longer here in this physical world. People that have lost their lives in various different ways. Either to COVID, suicide, drug addiction, gave up on fighting a serious illness that was plaguing their body for too long, even murder. However, I will be dropping that video tomorrow because I wanted to bring this one out because this is fresh new news. An assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Normally I was going to leave these political matters to my other channel, Media Raw, when I decide to start picking that one back up. Baby steps, though, baby steps. one step at a time, right? But we can go ahead and talk about this one because this is crime related. This is something that, would have led to somebody going to prison or whatnot. It's a shooting, man. It's like a drive-by shooting, some gangster shit. But let's take a look at this for what it is. And it don't matter if you're a Trump fan, if you're a Trump hater, if you don't really give a shit, neither here nor there about the guy like me. I mean, I could give two flying hoots really about him or about anybody in politics because it's simply a case of one guy goes out. It's, ladies and gentlemen, here's the new boss. Just like the old boss. It's the same old song and dance. We all know that the celebrity elite power structure and all its fist fucking, blood drinking, circle jerking, baby raping goons are the ones that really run everything. So with that said, we could basically say it doesn't matter. If Joe Biden doesn't want to pick Vice President Trump to be his replacement. Kamala Harris, Camel Joe Kamala. Or it doesn't matter if Donald Trump gets his ear blown off. It's all the same song and dance. It's all the same circus and bread. And it's just going to continue no matter what. It don't matter. If somebody goes down there and it mauls down the entire government, like in Inglourious Bastards, when they blew up the stadium, right? They're just going to find another replacement somewhere. They'll throw somebody in there. Maybe it'll be Hunter Biden. Who knows, man? With these people, you can never actually, really get rid of this cancer that is our government unless you chop off the head completely. All we're doing is chopping off limbs, fingers, and whatnot. All this dog and pony show and this fuckery and this shit show and this weirdness and everything like that is all just a big giant soap opera for you's entertainment. And it's just as simple as that. So let's go ahead and get into this one right here. This assassination attempt that happened. And if something doesn't stink in Denmark on this one, I don't know what does. If you believe that this was just some random act by some fruitcake somewhere, well, then guess what? I got some swampland in Arizona for sale, 25 cents an acre. It's all yours. It's all yours. Where you at? Cash at me. Right? But here we are in this reality of things. Trump gets his ear blown off. And the funny thing about it is if you've been doing a little bit of research on this as I have because I'm making this into a story, into some content, you'll find out that some guy was crawling up on top of a roof of a house. It was right there. And a bunch of people were like, hey. Literally, to the cops and Secret Service. They did everything except for shoot a freaking smoke bomb over there. Or launch a road flare up over his ass. What did these donut-eating, Starbucks drinking, corrupt police officers and the rest of these corrupt, fist-fucking, let me get your 12-year-old girl on Wayfair, 12-year-old daughter on Wayfair for $3.99, Secret Service men do? They just went like this. They just went like that. Really? Oh, and guess what? The dude was up on the roof with, you guessed it, an AR-style rifle. You can't really make this shit up, man. It just keeps on going, and it's such a hilarious, wow. It's like, I could do better. Wes Watson can do better. The Pinhead. He's about as dumb as a box of rocks. But, really, is he, though? But anyways, there's so many other people that could probably do so much better at this whole thing and keeping it entertaining. But this shit ain't even really entertaining anymore. It's actually pretty sad. Okay? Because it's way out of control. It was a poker game one night somewhere many years ago with a bunch of fist-fucking, blood-drinking weirdos and all their child sex slaves all around him. And at some point in time, there was a bet that was made, with Donald Trump telling him, I bet you I could take over the government. And it's the same kind of bet that Adolf Hitler made way back in the 1920s when he told all them elites over there, F you, I'm going to take over the government, watch this. And then they did everything in their power to get rid of him after that. But this time, he actually won, and he probably didn't even think he was going to win. Whoa. I think the celebrity elite power structure is starting to pump gas into the, the vents around here. I'm starting to get the coughs. They're trying to shut me down again, people. They're going to send the crowdsourcing and gang stalkers back after me. They're going to get that dripping Jerry curl motherfucker once again. Anywho, back on track. Dude had an AR rifle up on a roof. Okay? So if he was any kind of a professional, at least he would have been up there with a sniper rifle or something. I mean, I would think so. A hunting rifle of some sort. Maybe even a skeet shooting shotgun. I don't know. It's anything except for the AR, the vicious and violent weapon, the Destro, the Death Star, the dirty bomb, the nuclear weapon. The one and only thing that they're basically been tooth and claw fighting to get rid of for so long in this country with their gun control nonsense. Maybe it's just that they can, they knew that the guy would at least get an earshot. I mean, but damn, man, he came close. He blew the dude's ear off. But think of it. If he would have just moved his head just a little bit, or if that guy would have just, caught the wind just a little bit more, boom. It'd been over with. He'd have been down. He'd been shot in the head. And if he'd have survived that one, then he'd have looked like a Nostradamus prediction. Right? So, the AR weapon. How much do you want to bet that there's going to be a bunch of people in his ear going, do you want us get on board with gun control now? I mean, look at what happened to you. This AR assault rifle, an Armalite rifle, was used to kill you. And it had a bump stock on it. I don't know if he's going to sign up with gun support now. If he's going to get on there with the, I've been wrong all along. Now time for me to support gun control. I don't know. I don't do very good Donald Trump impressions. Other people do better than I do. But anyways, you get the drift, right? But the one thing that was the funniest of it all was this piss poor performance from all those characters that were probably involved, and I'm throwing that out there. Serious accusation, but the Secret Service, when they're surrounding him, they look like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah. We're protecting him. Let me put my hand up over here. Put my hand up over here. Hand up over here. Whoop. Put my head right here. Whoop. I got my shoulder up right here to protect him. And his head was wide open, just sticking out of there. You know what I mean? With his fist out and everything. What a joke. What a joke, right? But this is where we live. They foisted a pandemic biological weapon on us. That worked for a long time, man. That had people by the balls. I mean, shit, damn near almost completely and totally destroyed my life behind that. Thanks, by the way. Thank you, by the way, for that. Jelly bean. But I made it through. Luckily, a lot of other people didn't. So now here we are with this event. Is this a sign that they may feel that they've got no other alternative other than to pull this stuff? And then you got other people talking about civil war again, soundbiting that whole thing. A civil war in this country would be a straight and total catastrophe. But are we not already in one? Have we not already been in one for a long time? And did I not say a long time ago, if you go look at my other channel, if you go look at some of the things that I've said on here, that they're going to do, they're going to find a way to get rid of Biden. And here it is. I mean, but now, okay, because they didn't do it sooner, of which they should have did it a long time ago if they were going to do it at all, right? But they didn't have a viable candidate that could do any damage to Trump before. Biden was the only one. You know, and they didn't want to take another chance on Hillary. But hey, they got Biden, right? But now, you know, it's just so far down the road and so many people are jumping ship. But you have like Jill Biden and a lot of the really, really close inner circle of Biden basically doing everything in their power to hold on until the end. And once they get him in there again, then who knows what will happen after that. You know? Then you got this Project 2025 and all these other things that people are talking about. I don't know. Look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm a libertarian. I'm well grounded in the middle. I see the bullshit on both sides, and I can tell you this much. With another video I'm going to be playing here that I've got already on the queue ready to drop, is one of the big reasons why I can never get behind any kind of conservative agenda. Because you people don't believe that I should ever get my gun rights back. You're just as bad as those on the left that believe the same thing. Okay? So you each share an equal belief that I am a second-class citizen, so I equally put two fingers up to both of yous. I can't join either one of yous until you get on board and give me my guns back. And give me my first-class citizenship back. Not doing it. Staying right here in the middle, guys. Right here in the middle. So I don't care if Trump wins. I don't care if Biden wins. I don't care if H.R. Puffin stuff gets is reincarnated and wins. I don't care if you put the Undertaker in there. You could put Hulk Hogan in there. You could put the Pinhead himself in the White House. Don't matter to me. Because it's like I said, all that's going to happen is going to be this. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the new boss. Just like the old boss. You already know what it is. You heard it right here. Prison Break Raw, uncut, uncensored, no holds barred, not sugarcoated, not politically correct, all up in your face, slapping you with that dick of reality. And just like a bullet and a fart in the wind that strikes your ear, I'm out.